for our cheerleaders here. And I know there are 10 stops along the way, but none will be as energized as UT Dallas. So give them a round of applause for all of that. So, I'm Calvin Jameson. I am the Vice President for Facilities and Economic Development at the University of Texas at Dallas, in Richardson, and Dallas also. And on behalf of the university itself and our many partners, it's absolutely my honor to welcome you to this momentous occasion, the dedication ceremony and ribbon cutting for the Dallas Area Rapid Transit UT Dallas station along the long-awaited DART Silver Line. My goal today is to set the tone and the tenor for the excitement you're going to feel for the trains behind us and what we're going to be able to do. Since the 1980s, regional transit plans have been drafted, reviewed, revised, paused, and restarted, but the idea never faded. And now, as we gather here today, we have the opportunity to witness the result of years of planning, selfless negotiations, critical financial investment, and treasured public support. 10 stations, 26 miles, 3 counties. The Silver Line will connect residents from Plano to UT Dallas to DFW Airport. Special time in history, a monumental time in history. This station right here at the University of Texas at Dallas and the transit-oriented development behind us is special and uniquely significant. You see, in 2007, when most of our incoming freshman class was born, we began transforming the campus. On the land to the south of us was an old maintenance building, and the land was covered with comet grass, so you know it was special. Early predictions had this station happening in 2035. Over the years, we have added over 10,000 parking spaces to the campus, gone from no buses to 1.5 million riders annually, to today where we will complete the final phase of a multimodal access to UT Dallas, the Silver Line. The only thing missing is a flying taxi, but that's on its way. The station is more than just a stop, it's a gateway for students, faculty to get to the airport, and students, for business and research entities. This station is more than just a conglomeration of steel, rock, and concrete. It's an example of what can be created with vision, perseverance, and connection. One can fly into DFW, board the Silver Line, exit the UT Dallas station, navigate south along the spine of the north side, i.e. Comingtown, pass our research facilities, enjoy the mall, new student success and student union, new esports arena, new addition to the School of Management, and over 8,000 trees that we planted. Arriving at the Arts District, where there's a new museum and new performance hall. And while you may venture even further south to a new cricket field. Today is an absolute great day for Dallas, for the university, for Richardson, for DART, the city of Richardson, and all of North Texas. Thank you for being a part of this celebration. Give yourself a well-deserved round of applause. Before we continue, I'd like to take a moment to recognize our esteemed stage guests, as well as UT Dallas, DART, and City of Richardson representatives who are with us today. First, let me introduce our newly appointed 6th President of UT Dallas, Dr. Ravas Mogan. UT could not be here today, but I wanted to acknowledge her because she got sick this morning and sent me a note. Regent Christina Melton Crane, who has been a strong advocate of ours. City of Richardson Mayor Emil Marr. The Board of Directors Chairman of DART, who probably has been with us as long as anyone else here, Gary Slagle. The President and CEO of DART, Nadine Lee. And our UT Dallas Student Government President, Jana Abraham. In addition, we also have some other members of City Council from Richardson, Councilman Dan Vieira, Joe Corcoran, Curtis Dorian, Arfin Shamsel, Ken Hutchinrider, and Don Magna and his great team for City Manager Don Magna and his great team. We also have some other officials who've been a part of this for a long time. Former Mayor Bob Doobie. I think I saw Bob back there. Former Mayor Paul Volker. Former Council Member Kyle Kepner. Councilmember Tom Rom. Councilmember Mark Solomon, who does not miss a UT Dallas event for the record. Former Councilmember John Sweden. And my two colleagues who I started with, former City Manager Bill Keffler and former City Manager Dan Johnson. So we've had a great run. And also today joining us is the immediate past president of UT Dallas, Dr. Richard C. Benson, and his lovely wife, Leslie. Thank you so much for being here. In fact, Dick's first day on the job was the first phase of Northside. And we remember that day overall. My colleagues with me today also include Amanda Rockow, our Vice President for Government Relations. Raphael Martin, Chief of Staff. I think Dr. James Fitz, VP of Student Affairs. Colin Torres, who's our VP for Budget and Finance. Mr. John Rawls, VP of Communications. Mr. Neil Romer, Dean of Arts, Technology, and Humanities. And I'm looking for my other deans to see who they are. I know they're on their way, some of them. If I miss them, raise your hand and I'll acknowledge them. And in addition to that, I also want to mention Dr. David Daniel, who also began the process. He could be here sitting on notes and he appreciates the opportunity and looks forward to riding the train at some point. We're also honored to be joined by Texas State Representative Mahela Plisa. Mahela, thank you so much for being a part of this as well. And members of her team, as well as representatives from the Office of Congresswoman Beth Van Dyne and Senator Tam Parker. I want to particularly thank you, our faculty, our staff, adjacent community, and our students for joining us, especially our students for Better Transit, who saw the opportunity to advocate for making sure the things we need to have were here overall. So that component is what we do. And now, I'm a point of personal privilege. I got a surprise just now. Over here is my wife, Jillian, and my couple of grandsons, etc. She surprised me. She's supposed to be heading somewhere else, but she showed up here. So. And now, without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce the 6th president, again in the 53 plus years of UT Dallas, the sixth president of UT Dallas, who joined us in August. And we've been having conversations about the weather, how nice it was. And then he said this morning when we were crossing on the cart, he said, look, we got to do something about this. It doesn't go to fall. It goes from summer to winter. And I said to him, I said, welcome to Texas. Welcome to UT Dallas. He comes from Rutgers University and brings an enormous amount of new energy to us. Let's give a warm Texas welcome to his first official ribbon cutting at UT Dallas, Dr. Pravas Mogi.
I see a lot of reserved seats back there, folks standing. It's for you. Wow. I was joking earlier that I'm glad the project was not finished on time. Sometimes good things in life just land in your lap. And so I am truly honored and delighted to be here. I'm thinking about this structure behind me, what it means metaphorically and literally in life. You know, the town-gown relationships between UT Dallas and Richardson is like when my sunglasses fall, the mayor reaches out and picks them up. We are a university that's going to be on the rise. We've never been still. It's like preaching to the choir. You know all about this university, really. Many of you graduated here. Many of you found your life mates here. Many of you have children who study here. When I say this university, and I come from a faraway place, from the oldest public university in America, over 260 years old, we can be proud of history, but sometimes history becomes your baggage. When I see UT Dallas, I see a place of future. I see possibilities, I see potential, and I see a spring in its step. But the one thing it didn't have was a connection to the most transformative thing that happened in Dallas-Fort Worth, its airport. So I see this as a connection to the world, and watch what it will do. It will bring people to us, but it will also carry our ideas to the world. Because we are a university that's trying to get plugged into the rest of the circuit of the world. And we didn't have that connection. This will bring us that connection. I sort of polled the students who are here. What is that one thing that students will get on the train for? What would be the most sought after destination? Any guesses what that might be? The airport, of course. What's the number 2 destination? It's like Terminal E, Terminal B, Terminal C. I get it. I mean, the airport is really magnificent, and the airport also is a great place for people to come to UT Dallas. Students that didn't have cars now are plugged in, right? People that want to go to concerts, people that want to go and see the Mavs play. Are the Mavericks fans here in the crowd? There we go. As the Mavericks continue to perform better and better, we will be there for them. The same thing for all of the concerts, the museums in downtown Dallas, maybe the fair in downtown Dallas as well. So I am excited about the connections. I'm connecting the innovations at the campus to the world outside. I think that will allow us to get our communities plugged in. I also want to thank the city of Richardson for being our co-collaborators, co-conspirators, the force beneath our wings. We've just recently met. I'm thinking about our strategic plan for UT Dallas. They are thinking about their strategic plan. I think we need to bring these plans together and grow together, just like we are with Texas Instruments, the company that gave birth to us. we are leaning in on industry. And my hope is that when we stand up the next major initiative at UT Dallas, whatever that is, Calvin, put on your seatbelts. We're going to get working on it, that the world will come to us through this train station. So thank you for being here. Thank you for loving this institution, for supporting it, for being a part of it. I am excited to be the sixth steward of the institution, looking to learn from all of you, but also to lean in on making this university one of the best versions of itself. Thank you.
Thank you so much, President Mogi. And I noticed my colleague, Dean Holmes, has arrived. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. My colleagues, Dr. Inga Musselman, Provost, Dr. Joe Bencrazio, Research. These are colleagues who are making things happen on our campus. And there's somebody else I catch in the tree. We have the opportunity today, absolutely, to talk about where we're going. The town-gown relationship is one of the best in the country. I've been in 4 cities. None are like ours. In fact, if you look to the immediate left, you'll see a tower. And on that tower it has 2 names, UT Dallas and Richardson. You can't get any closer than that in terms of making things work. So without further ado, please allow me to ask you to welcome to the podium the mayor of the city of Richardson, Amir Omar.
Wow, well, it's amazing to follow these 2 giants. I couldn't be more honored. And Dr. Mogi, President Mogi, I'm so thrilled to be able to become fast friends and also become quick partners in the future together. I want to say good morning to everyone. It is an absolute honor to join you to celebrate the opening of the new UT Dallas Silver Line station. On behalf of the city of Richardson, I want to congratulate DART and UT Dallas for their tremendous partnership coordinating, making this station a reality. This new station is more than just a stop along the rail line. It's a gateway that connects people, ideas, and opportunities. For Richardson, having both the UT Dallas Silver Line station and the City Line Silver Line station adds incredible value, not only for our mobility, but also for our economic vitality. Together with our existing 4 DART Red Line stations, these connections strengthen our role as one of the most accessible communities in North Texas. Transit access like this has real, measurable impacts. This station will allow people to access what they need: jobs, education, and regional connections. It's greater economic mobility for people in our community and stronger pathways to prosperity for everyone. That message resonates deeply here today, as this station will help people connect not only with UT Dallas, but with the broader opportunities across our city and region. This is important because metropolitan areas like DFW can't operate designed for cars alone. That's why we have to grow other ways of getting from point A to point B, and to do so with people in mind. It will help students and faculty reach UT Dallas more easily, strengthening our future workforce. And it will better connect our residents to employment centers across the region, opening up an entirely wider set of professional possibilities for the people who live here. This station reflects all of that and more. It is also a testament to the power of partnership and vision. And we are proud to stand alongside DART and UT Dallas and our regional neighbors to celebrate today and what this project means for our future. Congratulations again to everyone who made this possible today. This is a moment to be proud of, and is your moment to shine in a light on how you make a difference for this entire region and, of course, the city of Richardson. We look forward to seeing the Silver Line bring new opportunities to our community, our region, and the people we serve. Thank you. Now, it gives me great pleasure to bring up next longtime former mayor and current DART chair, Gary Slagle. Give him a big round.
Thank you so much, Mayor. I really appreciate you, and Dr. Moji, and Calvin Jameson. All of you have been such an important part of this project. And interestingly enough, my last term as mayor was Amir's first term on the city council, and he actually, both of us worked together with former council members to start this dream working, and it's been fantastic. I'd like to make sure that you know that we have a couple of board members here that are really important. And if we could do that, and I will ask them to be recognized. So, Enrique McGregor, Carmen Garcia, and Maurice West. So, on behalf of the DART board, I want to say this is an honor for all of us today. We worked hard, we put this together with the tremendous help from UT Dallas. Whenever we would get in a bind with people along this line wondering if it was important, Calvin Jameson was there to talk to us about why it's important in our public meetings and in personal conversations. So I want to thank you and the former presidents who have been very involved in this process. I really appreciate that so much. It didn't happen without you. And Dr. Moji, you bring a lot of excitement to this university and to DART, and we are blessed to have you as a partner in this endeavor as well. We have a couple of city managers here and some former city council members that have been introduced, but I want to say that without your vision, without your help, and without your commitment to the region, this would not have happened. These are very difficult projects to pull off, and you have made it happen along with DART, and we thank you so much for that, each of you. I need to move forward, but I want to also talk to you a little bit about our CEO. Nadine Lee will be up here in a minute to address the group, but I want to say that she's done a great job of creating a new vision for DART. A point B, as Mayor Omar mentioned, you've got to have, if you're somewhere, you have to have a point B, and she's defined what our point B is, and this certainly is one of them. And it's a collection of initiatives that she's put in place. So we're transforming DART and moving it forward in a very, very positive direction. I will also tell you that there were former staff members that were a part of this, and it didn't just happen. This has been over the years. And former board member Ray Noah, who was mayor before my presence in that position, is not with us today, but will be tomorrow. And I just want to mention that it's important that he be named. And Gary Thomas and the staff that came before us to help put this in motion and work through the process of getting it started. But Nadine, thank you for delivering what you've delivered here. It's quite impressive. So, as has been mentioned by Dr. Jameson, this is 26 miles. It starts in Plano, ends up in DFW, but the heart of it is right here. And we appreciate that so much. It's been many years of working with regional cities, 3 counties, and all having a shared mobility vision. Without that vision, these things can't come together. And there needs to be some consistency as you drive forward, and we've had that, and it's been very helpful. And that the current city council has been extremely supportive. You've met them, and Don Magna, the city manager, has been a champion for helping us work through any issues we have before us. We turn to him for help when we need regional support. So thank you, Don. So collaboration, willingness, all of those things are important in putting something like this together. There's a shared vision across North Texas and certainly across this region on what it can be. Yes, we're going through some difficult times right now because of a number of issues that we don't want to get into today. But just to tell you, we're working through those. And it's going to take a lot of work, but we're going to get there. So we're keeping our chin up. We need your help as well. UTD, as I mentioned, is very important. And we have a number of students, like 31,000 students. It's incredible, actually. Think about it. And so it's a major, growing technology university, which is building the future of the region. And the students who come out of here, some will go somewhere else, but we're going to try to keep as many of them here as we can so that we can build the region as a technology center, as a health sciences center, anything that we need to do to grow this region. These students will be helpful in that venture. So we appreciate that, and I'm glad to see so many of you out here. As a matter of fact, as we've gone through some of these political questions, we had comments for transit on our side. So if you're here, and I see a number of you, I want to say thank you very much. So we'll not only yield students to come out of here to go to work, there will be interns, they will go on to teach at other universities. We'll have a number of things that happen. But everything would have started here, and that's always good for us to remember. So thank you so much for what you're doing, and UTD is such a critical part of all this. I want to mention also that we because I said this is a regional connection, and it really is. We've connected with the red line, the orange line, the green line, the Tex rail coming from Fort Worth, and the A train coming from Denton. So all of this converges at various parts of the region so that we can provide rail connectivity, which is then supported by our bus and our microtransit system, so that people have the ability to get where they need to go. Nadine has a vision of 10 by 10, which she'll probably talk about, but it means that you can get where you want to go from your house to where you need to go in the Metroplex using DART. And the only way that happens is continue to build and build services and working with our cities to do that. So the milestone today is one that I will remember for a long time. It's interesting that I went on the DART board after my service to the city in 2011 with the vision of bringing the Silver Line to fruition. And we went through some difficult times to get here, but we are here today. And Tuesday, I will no longer, at the end of the day, be chairman of the board of DART. So the timing is perfect, folks. When Nadine came, she said, "What are some of your goals?" I said, "Well, one of them is that the Silver Line's running while I'm still chairman." She said, "But it's not scheduled to happen until 2026. But my goal is that it be running." This is 2026, fiscal year 2026. So I'll work out. She was right. We got one on it. But it's really important that we've done this, that we've been able to pull it off, that a wonderful staff. And let me just ask the people who are employed by DART, I mean, you guys have been up to your ears in this. We're here taking all the credit, and it's wonderful. Please stand if you are an employee of DART and have worked on this program, and I want you to be recognized. So everybody stand up. Please. Just a great group of people. We're a mean, slim machine, and we know how to work. We do planning where everybody has 2 or 3 or 4 jobs, and that's what makes the system work as it is. Painful as sometimes it may be. So with that, I want to introduce Nadine Lee, our CEO. Nadine has been with us for, I believe, 4 years or something like that. and she came in, we were in the middle of COVID. There weren't a lot of things that were necessarily positive, but she took the job anyway, which was great. And she's helped us work through so many issues. She's put a vision in front of us. She's really transformed the organization and moved us in such a positive direction. I can't say enough about this lady. When you work with someone as close as I have with Nadine, you become very close friends and understand each other. And let me say that she's really been a trooper and put together a fantastic team of people. And we're thankful for it. So with that, I'm going to introduce Nadine Lee, our CEO.
Thank you so much, Gary. I'm going to be choked up again. I'm always choked up when I'm talking about DART. Good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for being here today. It is just really so heartening to be here on such a momentous occasion, and I'm really glad to be of service to the university and to the community. So proud of DART also today, and we're just delighted to be able to celebrate today with all of you. Let me start first by congratulating Dr. Mogi on his appointment as the, as I understand, the 6th president of the University of Texas, Dallas. And we are really excited to partner with you. I'd be happy to pick your sunglasses up at any time. But we know that you're going to lead this institution to greater impact and tremendous growth. It's already an amazing, I remember my first experience, touring UTD and understanding just the vast number of students from all over the world who come here to be educated. And I'm really just so impressed at everything that this institution does. So congratulations to you. We're looking forward to working with you. And to the students, faculty, and staff here today, thank you for your vision, for all of your energy, and for your belief in what public transportation can do for both people and communities. You remind us every single day that everything that we do at DART really matters. This moment captures what we mean when we talk about moving from being seen as just a transit system to becoming a regional economic and mobility asset that really helps people and cities thrive. I'm super committed to that. I know that Gary gave me the in to go off script and talk a little bit about the 10 by 10. Our vision is to someday give you a 10-minute walk to 10-minute service. Can't come soon enough, I know. And despite all the challenges that we had this past legislative session and during the year, we are moving forward. We're going to build from here. So that's the power of mobility. It opens doors to the classroom, to the workplace, and really to the world, particularly in the case of the Silver Line. It's not just about mobility, it's about creating place. The university's plans for a transit-oriented development around this station will add housing, retail, and community gathering spaces. It has the potential to transform this area into one of North Texas's most dynamic destinations. And speaking of our vision for fantastic spaces, which is part of our strategic plan, we're more than happy to partner with the university on that vision. This station will become a true gateway to the university and the community around it. UT Dallas is one of the most globally connected campuses in America. The Silver Line extends that connectivity, linking the campus to new housing, retail, and gathering spaces envisioned through the university's transit-oriented development plan. It will also connect to the Cotton Belt Regional Trail, encouraging walking, biking, and outdoor activity. Great mobility isn't just about trains, it's about building fantastic spaces where people can live, learn, and thrive. And let me just take a moment to shine a spotlight on the students behind Comets for Better Transit. I know they've been mentioned before, but it's worth mentioning again that Comets for Better Transit represent a new generation of civic leaders and young people who are thinking about sustainability, opportunity, and community in ways that are both practical and inspiring. Their advocacy has shaped real conversations about how DART can better serve people and neighborhoods. And their enthusiasm reminds us that public transportation is a people project. You are the reason we invest in transit, because you're already shaping the future of this region. Thanks in part to that advocacy in North Texas, we're staying focused. We're investing wisely, strengthening partnerships, and delivering projects that will stand the test of time. The Silver Line and this station represent that focus. They're proof that when we plan carefully and work collaboratively, we can build something lasting that improves lives every single day. So to President Mogi and the entire UT Dallas community, thank you for your partnership and for your leadership. And I want to give a shout out to Dr. Jameson because he worked so closely with our team. Dee Leggett, who's over here, is the primary leader on the Silver Line project, as well as her team. She deserves every bit of that applause. And also Trey Walker, who was leading the project as we were closing out today, getting all of our permits and certificates of occupancy. And all the people from DART who have been part of this team, because as we all know, it's not just our engineers and contractors. We definitely have a number of contractors who have helped us as well. But really, it's every single person at DART who pours his or her heart into everything we do every day, because we know that transit matters for people. So to the students, keep pushing, keep imagining, and keep holding all of us accountable to build the kind of region you want to inherit, because we know that you are going to be taking over and becoming the stewards of the things we leave for you. And to our city and regional partners, Don Magner, City Councilor Richardson, Mayor Omar, thank you so much for believing in the long-term value of public transportation. This station is a launch pad for ideas, for opportunity, and for a new generation that understands mobility as the key to connection. Speaking of the new generation, it's my pleasure to introduce a leader of that new generation, Ms. Gianna Abraham, who's the president of the UT Dallas Student Government. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here, and congratulations on this incredible milestone for UT Dallas and for the future of North Texas.
Good morning. It's an honor to stand here today on behalf of the students of the University of Texas at Dallas. Today's dedication, as it's been said already, marks more than just the opening of a new line. It marks a connection to Dallas and its vibrant community. For our university, it represents a milestone in our rapid growth and our ongoing commitment to empower every student that walks through these doors, no matter where they come from. UT Dallas is a place where people come from all over the world for one purpose: to create a better future. In classrooms, research labs, and student organizations, you'll find dozens of languages spoken, countless perspectives shared, and a shared belief that education has the power to change lives. The DART Silver Line strengthens that connection beyond campus, giving students greater access to internships, volunteer programs, and citywide programs. Dallas benefits from the energy and ideas our Comets bring, creating a two-way connection that helps our students and our community thrive. The line that we dedicate today will help make that journey just a little easier. We all love Dallas, but we don't love Dallas traffic. So hopefully, this will help support the next generation of Comets who leave their homes, sometimes thousands of miles away, to pursue an education that challenges them. It will allow these students to spend more time chasing dreams and less time finding parking. Beyond supporting academics, the Silver Line will give students access to opportunities that enrich not only their knowledge, but rather their understanding of the world. Along with the Thompson Fund, students can now more easily attend operas, symphonies, and other cultural performances all around Dallas. This direct route to the airport will also empower our international Comets to take full advantage of opportunities, breaking down barriers and helping them become change makers. As student government president, I've had the privilege of hearing from students about what makes UT Dallas special. it's not just our academic rigor or our reputation for innovation. It's not even our mascot Timok. It's the friendship that spark here and the memories that stay long after we leave. This new service reflects the same spirit. It reminds us that success is not just about earning a degree. It's about building a community. When we invest in people, we're building something far greater than a campus. We're building momentum that will ripple far beyond it. And as we look to the future, we know that these students will benefit from these resources, will go on to impact communities, industries, and countries around the world. They'll carry with them the knowledge not just that they gain here, but the support and the foundation that define UT Dallas. So today, as we dedicate this space, we're really dedicating ourselves to the belief that education is for anyone who dares to dream big. Thank you, and go Comets! And now it's my absolute pleasure to announce Dr. Jameson back to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gianna. Thank you for all of our speakers. Let's give them all a round of applause. If you haven't gotten the answer by now, you need to check your pulse, because there's a lot of things going on that's extremely good about what we're trying to get done at UT Dallas, and particularly in this environment. I want to also make sure that we are clear about the things we're trying to do next, which is we're going to cut the ribbon. We're going to do it in multiple stages. And I'm told by where's D. Lambert? Raise your hand, D. D over here. So, people in the green, D. Lambert, their team responsible for making sure they work with Dart's team to get this done. So let's give Dart's team with D. Lambert's team all a very strong round of applause. And as we do that, D. Liggett, where's D and Trey? We work closely with them. There they are. So D. Liggett and D. Lambert. And I get on the phone and say, D, and they both speak up. So ultimately what happened is D. Lambert went on and got a doctorate, became Dr. D. So I got a D and a Dr. D, but they have been tremendous, and they deserve a real strong round of applause for their work. It takes a team, it takes a village of people believing in a vision, and we're doing just that. And for our community people that are here, raise your hands. If you come from the community, raise your hand today. Thank you so much for being here, because this is what you're going to wind up being proud of. You park your car, get in the train, and move forward. So, having said that, I'm looking at my last notes here to make sure I've covered everything. I'm going to ask, first we're going to do the stage party. I'm going to ask Amanda if you and Raphael can join us on stage. And then after that, we will have photos with the Where's My Cabinet members. Please join us. And then after that will be City of Richardson's elected officials, and then the Dart leadership team and staff. So bear with us, but when we finish, all of you, behind us, there's two items. One train is for you to allow to tour and see what you're going to be riding. The second train is to give you rides. Okay, this is a special UT Dallas special that we have. It takes you back and forth and lets you get a flavor of what's going on. And on the side over here would be plenty of food, so you can enjoy yourself overall, which is what we do as part of that, and then make sure that's the case. And at one point of personal privilege too, I want to acknowledge one of my business colleagues, Myron Watkins, who's joined us today. Myron, thanks so much. Been a great friend, great colleague. So, having said that, D. Okay, now we got to get our group together. Where are my cameras? We got to get behind the group here.
I can't.